Hey guys, how's it going? Force closed here. Now I want to ask you guys a question. What do you think of the talent or crest Bulwark? Do you think it's a really good crest? I personally think it's one of the better crests out there, and I want to try to explain a little bit why. Long time ago, IGG released 3 new talents. They released Bulwark, Life Drain, and Enlighten. Now, obviously, Life Drain and Enlighten were awesome talents back then because everybody was busy farming G. We couldn't really get enough experience to break a level 120 or 140, so 9-star heroes weren't even thought of back then. So it was really difficult to level up your heroes, and Enlighten made a huge difference. If you had like 20, 30 levels on somebody, you had a huge advantage. And Life Drain has always been amazing. It's probably the best talent other than Revitalize for some reason, for some scenarios, but Life Drain is probably my favorite overall talent. But I'm talking about crests here, and Bulwark is a really good crest. However, back then for a while, Bulwark had like a mystery behind it if it's able to replace War God, and I didn't really think it did have enough to replace War God. The sheer damage increase of War God was just too much for Bulwark to keep up with. And lately, because of inscriptions and the crest bonus, I really think Bulwark is having a comeback and is probably the best crest out there. So I made a thread on this actually. If you want to know a little bit more details, I kind of delve into some of the stats, some of the other factors why, and I let you guys, let me know what you guys think. So check it out, a thread on the forums. Which crest is your favorite? Go ahead and let me know what you think, but continue watching this video and I'll show you a little bit why Bulwark is so great. Why Bulwark is so powerful, actually. Here, I'm going to check out my Spirit Mage's stats. I've got 4,679 attack plus 2,200 plus, and I calculated 300 something because that's how much Bulwark adds. So here's a string of the attack buff plus some Pumpkin Duke stacks plus Cupid and a Druid and the Bulwark buff. So I'm looking at somewhere around 75,000. And if Pumpkin Duke stacks another, let's just go ahead and do that. 1.5, so 111,000, and sometimes Pumpkin Duke even gets a 5th stack or 6th stack, so that's 167,000. So my Spirit Mage should be hitting between 75,000 and 100 to 200,000. Let's go ahead and do a dungeon run here. Let's just see kind of the numbers he puts up without the Bulwark crest. Drop, 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 and I like to put, I like to put my Spirit Mage up here because I get to see his heals. So 8,235 heals, and his procs are hitting for, let's follow this one down, 140,000. That tower's gone. 180,000, 160,000, and some of those towers, they're just getting wiped out. So clearly without the crests, the Bulwark, but there's 100,000 and 100,000 over here. So he's hitting pretty decent numbers. And I did a few tests before. He was tending to hit in like 60,000s. So I did notice a lower number in a few other trials. But here I'm going to try again, and this time I'm going to do it with the Bulwark crest I've got. So throw these on. I should be expecting, 4% since I've got a Bulwark level 1 crest set until I get that slot 4 up. I should be expecting about 4%. And when you think of 200,000 damage, what 4% is, it's only about 8,000. So it's not too big of a number, but check out these heals. I was healing 8,200 something, now I'm healing 8,800 something. And ignoring the fact that Flame Guard actually reduces damage taken, so it ends up being similar, the damage increase is noticeable. And check it out. Spirit Mage is one-shotting everything. 160,000 is one-shotting all the mines and the cannon towers and magic towers. So 90,000, 150,000. So he's hitting some pretty high numbers, and I think I can attribute that. There's some 75,000s that I calculated earlier. I think I can attribute that to Bulwark being so powerful. It's just a really good talent, really good crest. And remember, go ahead and check out that forum thread. I go and tell you some of the specific details, but there really isn't much else that can compete with